Hello and welcome to another episode of the All Idol podcast, where we cover news, releases and more from the Japanese idol scene. I'm your host Terry, and today I'm joined by Gary from Idol is Shit.
Hey guys, how's it going? Happy New Year to everyone.
And John from Straight from Japan.
Hello. That's all I have to say.
How are you guys doing today? All good? Ready for a show?
2019, dudes.
I know,
Holy
right?
shit.
It's a very good
It's
point.
like been a whole year since we talked to these lovely people.
Hey, well, I hope everyone listening did have a good New Year's. 2018 was pretty interesting, right? I guess.
Yeah, lots of stuff happened. Some of it not so good, and we're a week in, and there's already quite a lot of stuff happening in 2019.
It's true.
Well,
It's true. Well, let's not dwell on the past too much, because we've got a whole bunch of really cool stuff coming in 2019, and some of it we're going to be talking about today, so stick around for that. Is there anything that you guys want to say before we get on with today's news and that sort of stuff?
we hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much to everyone who was a part of that. Really appreciate it.
That's true. That's true.
I was totally going to say something, and then I pulled an old person and forgot.
If anyone listening to this right now has not subscribed, please do so. We really appreciate it. We're trying to, grow the channel as much as possible in 2019. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you get notified whenever we do a podcast or Terry uploads a reaction video that isn't actually a reaction video.
Thanks, guys. Nice. Anything?
Oh, I was going to say, isn't it so exciting that I'm actually here for once?
Was you not here on the last
Who
one?
are you?
I don't know. When was the last one?
He's that John guy.
Oh, it's John. Oh, hey, John.
I'm sure you was on the
Hey.
last one. Was it?
You were definitely
Yeah, you
on
were
one of the
definitely here
ones
on the
in
last one.
December. I remember that.
Things have been a bit crazy for John recently with work and whatnot, but real life gets in the way sometimes. But we're just happy to have him back with us for for the show. So yeah, if we're ready to get started, we can get started on this week's news.
Oh boy,
Who's
quite a lot of news.
Yeah,
It's
who's
almost like we haven't done one of these.
yeah, it's been a while, right? Let's see what chat's saying anyway, just before we get started. I haven't caught one of these.
Oh, they're
in a
just
while.
they're just trying to bring us down.
Good chance
Stop
I'm gonna
it.
fall asleep though. So tired. Yeah, don't blame you, man. Like, tired is the word. Polios has said already 3 graduations minimum, 2 that were announced last year. Yeah, it's like announced last year, but then it started a new year with graduations. Bad times.
New year, new me.
New year, new idol turnover. Who knows? But yeah, let's kick off with some good news instead. Who's taking us away on this one?
Apparently it's me, so I apologize in advance to the tour promoters for this incredibly poor sell of their tour. Okay, so if you live in Europe, more specifically the UK, which probably won't be in Europe in a couple of months' time, but anyway,
Hey,
maybe you've been living under a rock for the past, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. And you might not know that Orion, or how did they say they wanted it said, John?
I was told it was Orion.
Orion,
But-
but it's always going to be Orion to me, so that's awkward. They announced a new tour for April featuring some idols, one in particular that a lot of people have been very passionately requesting for some time now. So they've booked the Indie Idol and Infamous tour. Some nice alliteration there, I have to say.
I like it. I kind of digged it when I see it.
I rate the alliteration.
I
Alliteration
I
game on
originally
point.
wondered if each bit was referring to a different idol. Like
what I'm
one's indie,
assuming.
one's idol, one's infamous, I guess. It's kind of what I thought,
One
but I
could,
could
one
be
could
wrong.
only speculate. Leave your thoughts on that in the chat next to the video. So yeah, they've booked this Indie Idol and Infamous tour. Features 3 solo idols.
That's pretty
Solo.
that's pretty unique, right? 3 solo
Like,
idols.
how did they manage to find 3 solo idols in the first place? That's my question.
It's true. It's true.
Those are like
That is a
hen's
good
teeth.
question.
So yeah, we have Double And, Saki, who was over last year on the Black Winds over Albion tour. That's right.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
with Necronomadal and Screaming 60s. She's making her return. We also have Garuda. Very, I guess she's getting pretty popular in the West, I suppose.
Ish, yeah.
Thanks in no small part to all of the people that are promoting her daily on Twitter. So good job there, guys. And I suppose this is like the big one, right? For most people.
Yeah.
Hanako UK debut.
Hanako-san. She doesn't like it if you drop the honorific.
Go, man.
I
like the apology.
She's not going to listen to this. Don't worry.
I'll just tell her.
She'll probably just choke me extra hard when I see her again.
I'll just be like, "Wait, Hanako, see that guy over there? That Scottish guy. He said your name without san on the end," and you're like, "You what?"
But yeah, so we have Double and Garuda Hanako.
San.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
True dates. 3 idols, 3 shows.
Makes sense.
I like this. Starting on the 20th of April, the tour is in London at the Water Rats, which is where Necronomadal performed the first time that they played the UK, I believe.
Indeed, yeah.
Tickets are not on sale at the moment, but they go on sale on the 18th of January. Should you wish to get a ticket for that show, it is £15. Or if you choose to rock up on the day, it's $17. So,
yeah,
not too bad, I would say. That's much cheaper than a similar show in Japan would cost. VIP upgrade, which has not been elaborated on yet, is £25. I would imagine that they'll have figured that out by the time that the tickets go on sale. I can't comment on if I think that's worth it or not,
because we just don't know what the package actually offers at the moment. But as soon as we get some confirmation from Orion as to what the VIP is, yeah, we'll let you know, definitely.
Then the 21st, they have a day off because you've got to get those, those London photos for the socials, I'm sure. Then on the 22nd, the tour rolls into Manchester at the Night and Day Cafe. Tickets for this are £10 in advance or $12 on the door. So obviously, if you go to the London one, you're paying the London tax.
You are indeed, yeah.
Didn't Mason Book Girl play at the Night and Day?
I'm pretty sure most people that come to the UK play the Night and Day Cafe. And then the day after, on the 23rd of April, the tour's in Birmingham at the Sunflower Lounge, which I have never heard of, I must admit. This show is presented by Kushikatsu Records, and the price is, again, £10 in advance, £12 on the door, and both of the shows that I just mentioned also have a VIP upgrade for £25 that I have no idea, once again, what they're offering. So
yeah, so can leave, can't really say whether or not it's worth it.
I would speculate that some form of meet and greet and early entry are likely to be involved.
Yeah, I would say that's probably something to be expected. It's interesting the way that they've laid out this tour with, London first, on the tour lineup this time, as opposed to like closing out with London. I'm assuming
direct
it's because
they're London, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's just because normally last time they touched down in London, didn't they? And then they drove up, or they got the train up or something. I don't know. It's I feel like this is a better way to do it, especially if it reduces travel, and it just reduces stress on everyone, and
unless they actually have to come back to London.
They probably do.
But yeah, I mean, we're talking about really boring stuff at the moment.
Apologies.
But yeah, so London on the 20th, Manchester on the 22nd, Birmingham on the 23rd. You can go to Orion/Orion. That's never good. Sorry, it's never going to stick. You can go to their Twitter account, which is... Oh, this is bad. Is it at Orion?
I think it's just Orion Live.
or something.
Just a shout out to the listeners quick. I'm getting a little bit of like a electrical interference on my mic. I can't tell if you guys are hearing that. If you're getting like a glitchy sound or anything like that, let me know and I'll try and sort it out. I don't think that you guys can hear it. I think it's probably just me. But if you guys are hearing any sort of like weird effects on the audio, please let me know so I can sort it out now before the rest of the podcast. Thanks.
And that Twitter is @OrionLive_UK. I was in the right ballpark, but
yeah, I linked it in the chat for folks that are here.
Nice. It seems like
Terry.
Yeah.
We can't hear it either, so I think we're probably
that's good. Yeah, as long as it's just my end, that's fine. That's good. I'm happy then. I'm very happy.
So yeah, I'll kind of open this up to chat. Who's going? Who's excited? I'm excited.
I'm going.
I'm going to London.
I'm excited. Have you booked your flight?
I've booked my flight. I've got a hotel figured out, but that could change depending on what other people want to do. But yeah.
And don't be scared to talk to Yuffie, Garuda. Yuffie's her real name.
Listen to this guy. He's on first.
She's got some English. She's got some English skills, I'm told.
Just sold her out, John. Jeez.
Absolutely.
I mean,
everybody's gonna love her now.
Hey, Saki from Double Land's got some English as well.
So I bet she's been practicing too.
So does Hanako. Yeah, she's got some choice phrases that she might throw at you, that you might enjoy.
But yeah, so like, who's everyone most excited for in the chat? Terry, who are you most excited for, etc.?
That's kind of hard, really. In terms of who I actually listen to most musically, probably Saki from Double End. I listened to her album quite a lot, and I liked her little EP thing that she did when she came to the UK last time. So that was really good. Garuda doesn't have that many songs, but I listen to her a lot in Melon. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? She has plenty of songs.
I just don't have that many.
50-minute live.
I just don't have that many to personally listen to without.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, since I just brought it up, if you search Garuda, well, actually, now that I think about it, if you go on Twitter and go to Garuda_info,
yeah,
because searching it on YouTube, I'm pretty sure is a bit of a pain.
Isn't it Garuda on, or is it Garuda info?
That's her personal account. Personal. Info is her
the business account.
Okay. There is actually a 50-minute live video of her birthday show that happened in November that me, Terry, and Chris were at, along with some other people.
I believe. So, was Otto there from Kushikatsu Records?
I think he was.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to get a bit of a kind of primer for what to expect from Garuda, then that would be a very good video that I would recommend you go watch.
Nice.
Her channel's linked in the chat for your convenience.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at John taking care of the live viewers and absolutely screwing over anyone that's listening to the VOD.
It's 100%. Okay. We'll put it in the description. Like, Gary will be on that. Don't worry.
Her YouTube channel's called Garuda Official.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Saki again, but I'm also really happy to see Garuda again, and I definitely owe Hanako some time, seeing as I missed out on her. Well, I see her, but I didn't get a chance to check in with her on her birthday, so I feel a bit mean for ditching her on her birthday. So yeah, I definitely need to make it up to her.
I'd be surprised if she even looked at you after pulling that move. Yep.
Hanako's really nice, guys. Like, don't listen to anything that you might have heard to the contrary. She is
super nice.
Yeah, she's super nice. She'll tell you to go to hell.
They're all really nice.
She'll tell you to go to hell, but that's just part of the character. She's super nice.
Yeah. I'm seeing a few Londons, Birmingham, no Manchesters. Oh, okay.
Is everyone aware of what's involved in the Destroy Checky, or should we just leave it for a surprise if she does it?
If she asks if you want a Destroy Checky, or just asks if you want Destroy, just say yes, and then let nature take its course.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best course of action.
You'll probably you'll find out if you're in the line, because someone will definitely ask for it.
Yeah.
If it's not Wanavasa, it'll be someone else, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, she owes me a. She definitely owes me one at this point. After me teasing her last time, saying she should have squeezed harder or whatever, so we'll see.
So I don't want to speculate, but just based on how they've done the graphic for the tour, I'm gonna guess that Dabaland is the headliner.
It would make sense, seeing as she's the returning act.
Middle of the poster, prime real estate, etc. Then I guess Hanako's probably next because of her name value.
She's gonna be a big draw, I think. Even just for like curiosity, even just for curiosity, and people having heard of like her gimmick. I guess I feel like her gimmick's kind of like Marmite. Either people are really gonna love it, or people are just not gonna come because of it. Maybe.
So,
dude, nobody likes Marmite. Come on.
Well, what do you mean? Marmite on toast is amazing.
I'll put this to the chat then. If you're going, who are you primarily going to see? When this got announced, who were you the most excited for?
I mean, I'm throwing this out to chat and to people watching the VOD. Leave us a comment. Let us know who you excited to see. Keep in mind that Garuda might read some of your comments. So maybe.
Almost definitely.
Yuffie-chan onegaishimasu.
Yeah, there's a few Hanako-sans coming in. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected.
Just a few. I mean, we can keep talking while people spam their answers.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be in London for this. So if anyone's going, then feel free to say hi.
Yeah, for 100%.
Come up and say hello, and maybe you'll learn that I'm not quite as big of an asshole as some people would have you believe.
There's going to be a bunch of new faces popping up.
That for a second.
You're my arsehole, Gary. Don't worry. It's not something I thought I'd ever say, but
yeah, lots of Hanako-sans by the look of things.
It's from Skilda says all three political. He doesn't
politically neutral. I like that.
I mean, he's Dutch. He has to be, isn't he? It's like a.
No, if he was Swiss, it'd be even better.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. Otherwise, all three of them would have made him Swiss cheese if he had picked someone over someone else. So.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, tickets are on sale on the 18th of January, which is like what, a week and a half from now.
Yeah, not long.
Or something. When is that? That is
12 days.
Yeah. So Friday the 18th of January tickets should be on sale at an as yet undisclosed time. So,
but it's on Eventbrite, right?
It should be on Eventbrite, but there isn't a listing or anything yet, obviously. So just keep your eyes out on Twitter, because I'm sure all three of them will be promoting it when it does go on sale, and I'm sure Orion/Orion will also be promoting it. So yeah,
nice,
awesome.
That sounds good to me. Well, I'm excited for it. Hopefully everyone in chat is also excited for it as well. For anyone who comes along to the London show, I shall be there. So yeah, come up and say hello, everyone. It's nice to meet new faces, especially if you're a new face, maybe in the Facebook group, or maybe I know you from Twitter or wherever. You know, we're all there to enjoy the same thing. So yeah, might as well at least try and make some new friends and enjoy the show, I guess. But yeah, we can move on with the next piece of news, which I think I'm covering this one. And yeah, it's someone I like talking about, and it's Zenbu Kimi no Seida. And they have, well, a couple bits of news. I mean, this one's probably not going to be relevant to a lot of people, but I feel like it's relevant just in the grand scheme of things, because a lot of people are doing it recently. And it's Zen Kimi going to Taiwan. It's going to be I think it's their first international live shows for Zen Kimi. And it's basically going to be through March 1st to the 3rd in Taiwan. I believe like the first day is going to be like a Taiwan fan meeting, so kind of like maybe like a mini live and like a Bupan, like an extended Bupan type thing maybe. And then the 2 other days that they're in Taiwan, they are doing a 2-man with a band, I think called Pisco. Kind of listen to them. They're kind of a bit everywhere when it comes to like genre wise, but I feel like it fits in well with Zen Kimi. Let's see, what were people in the chat saying? Zeng says, shame I'm only going to be in Taiwan end of March. So you're going to miss out. Bad times. But yeah, this seems pretty cool. I think the main thing is that we've had quite a few idols going abroad recently. We just had Broken by the Scream. They went to Taiwan, right? For a...
they did a festival.
They did a festival, yeah, like a music festival in Taiwan.
They're also going to Arizona and...
They are indeed going to Arizona.
Good.
That's Broken by the Scream for anyone listening, not
Zen Kimi. Broken by the Scream, not Zen Kimi.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
they're going to Arizona later in the year for Sabaton Con.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Who else? Well, obviously we just talked about Garuda, Hanako-san, Saki are all coming over to the UK in a couple of months.
I was more thinking about a lot of the groups that are recently venturing to other Asian countries. Do you get what I mean? So like there's a lot of you have Cyber. Where was it? Was that Taiwan? Did they go to Taiwan as well?
I think a lot of it's Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan. I know I've got a couple of people maybe checking out like Korea and some other places like that. So I feel like Japan's sort of like little insular music bubble. A lot of the acts are kind of breaking out of that a little bit and exploring kind of slightly wider Asian regions.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. But I mean, any step is better than no step, I guess. You know.
Oh, definitely.
So if that means that a lot of them, you know, take one small step before they take a bigger leap. I'm not saying it's gonna make any of them take any bigger leaps. So like, don't get your hopes up or anything that all of a sudden we're gonna see, you know, Zen Kimi come into the UK or anything. Because
one small step for Idol, one giant leap for Idol kind.
One giant leap for the Western YouTube fandom, because you know they might actually come somewhere where we can actually see them.
I mean, the thing is, it's like a lot of these groups are happy to go places as long as someone's willing to foot the bill for them. So
it's a very good point. But yeah,
if anyone's listening that's got a bunch of money burning a hole in their pocket, then you know,
it's pretty cool.
It is possible.
So yeah, they're going to Taiwan. So any of you who are in Taiwan in early March, probably not many of you in chat to be honest with you, but you know, it's a cool thing. They're doing it, which also segues into my next bit of Zen Kimi news, which is that Zen Kimi actually announced their new single the other day. It was the other day, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago, surely.
Yeah, it was like a few days ago.
Yeah. So their new single's coming out on February 6th. So we pretty much have like a month to wait. It's the usual price of 1080 yen, all tax included. Track listing. So I believe the single's called Natural Born Independent. Is that the actual, or is that was it in kanji originally? Because who pasted this?
No, it was in English.
It's in English. Okay, so Natural Born Independent is that's a weird one for them. I suppose they've used English before. Natural Born Independent, and their second track, which is called Romantic Sect. So it's pretty much this is their first ever single.
Romance Sect.
Oh, is it? Oh, Romance Sect.
Romansu, isn't it?
Yeah, Romance Sect. So, this is their first single that's a double A side, I believe.
No, it's a double A side.
Yeah, it's a double A side. Yeah.
That's interesting. Doesn't mean anything.
No, but it's interesting because I think Passcode did a double A side not long ago with Taking You Out and the other one. Taking You Out and Tonight.
I don't think it really means anything.
No, what I was thinking is that maybe one of these could be a time for something and we just don't know yet.
Maybe.
Because a lot of the groups are getting in on tie-ins, and I believe that other group, that Say Reiki, you know, the Say Reiki 13,
yeah.
I believe one of their songs from their single that's coming out is going to be an OA for something. That's going to be included in something. So I feel like Kodomo Mental are definitely capitalizing on that kind of route where they can get their songs into stuff and get more people to see it. So it could be interesting. Could end up being a double A side. We'll have to wait and see. I don't really know what to expect from Zen Kimi this year. They had that single that they're currently now selling in Tower, which they weren't before, but they are now selling in Tower.
It still costs 4K.
What, even in Tower?
Yeah, because it comes with a ticket.
Oh, it actually comes with the ticket for the Zep show. Okay,
it's only in Tower Shibuya.
It's got one song on it. You get a ticket for the one man at Zep Tokyo, and it costs 4K. So yeah, bad times for anyone who wants that CD and doesn't want to pay like 4K, like 30 something quid for like
well, and if it only comes from the Shibuya Tower, you might have to go in store to buy it. It might not be on.
It's definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely
online.
just in store. Yeah.
I think you can probably get it on Yahoo auctions for like 5k. I think I saw one going for with no ticket.
Yeah, pretty much. People are probably just buying them up to try and get good, because I'm guessing it's numbered tickets. So people are buying them up to try and get like a good numbered ticket, and then probably just selling on the CDs at a cost to try and make their money back on the tickets.
It's one way of doing it, I suppose.
It's one way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah, because like Zenkimi, kind of going back to the like one song thing, they had that line music song as well.
They did. That isn't the song that they used for. That's not the song that they used for the One Man, is it? That on the CD. That isn't the same song, is it? Because I don't have because I've got the song from the One Man, but I don't have the song from the Line release. So I'm like, I don't know if it's a different song.
I'm not sure, but in any case, I would imagine these songs would end up on an album that's probably forthcoming at some point in the next like.
I wouldn't be surprised.
8 months or so.
I feel like Neo Order. I know it's like Neo Order Nation. I felt like that came out pretty quickly, and it didn't have a super amount of tracks, so it could
10 or something.
8 or 10, yeah, something like that, yeah. I felt it just felt like it had less tracks because the Egoistic Eat Issues had the bonus tracks, which kind of it really pads out an album, so you feel like it's got loads of songs. So whenever you see one without like 4 or 5 bonus tracks, you're like, whoa, there's not many songs on this album. So maybe I'm just spoiled now for Zenkimi songs. They got so much material these days.
So entitled.
I know, right? Kodomo Mental just spoiling me with songs. But yeah, we can move on from one sort of like overseas tour to a tour and some more release information. I think John, you was going to take us away on this one.
I was gonna do that. Oh, let's see. Who we got here? Passcode. Everybody knows who that is, right?
I would hope so by now, but for anyone who doesn't, then
so.
You can check them out.
They're a pretty good
deal. Yeah, they're releasing their second major label album. What are they on? Universal? Are they Universal?
I think it's Universal, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We don't really have any details on it. It's just been announced that they're releasing it in the spring.
So we can...
next 3 months, probably, at some point.
So
I'm assuming that this tour, this Zepp tour that they're doing, it coincides with the album release, I would assume. Right?
It kind of makes sense.
It makes sense.
It says out in the spring, right? So it could either be at the beginning of the tour or at the end of the tour. Yeah.
Yeah, because the tour starts about halfway through April and goes through May.
You put the album out before the tour, I'd imagine.
You would hope so, right? Yeah.
That's what I do. But, I'm sitting here in my bedroom recording a podcast and people are actually out there doing stuff. So.
Well, I'm not sure. Does anybody know how many Zepp places there are? Are they hitting all of them?
I think they're probably playing at the most of them, yeah.
Yeah, because they're hitting up, looks like 4 of them. I don't think that these other 2 are actually Zepp places.
Maybe not.
But looks like in April they're going to Zepp Diversity. You would think they'd do that one last, wouldn't you?
That did kind of... I think it's because they're going to Okinawa, and that is pretty far away.
Yeah.
Also, if they're going to Okinawa in... What month are they going in?
May.
Oh, they're fine.
No, I just meant they're going to have a good time if they're going to Okinawa then. It's probably like they're going on holiday once they get there. Then we're like, after this tour's finished, we're taking a little mini holiday. You know what I mean?
It's like a nationwide tour, isn't it?
Oh yeah, proper. Yeah, you got Tokyo, Sendai,
Tokyo, Miyagi, Brensa, Osaka, Nagoya.
They're hitting most of the major places. Yeah.
Should be a good time.
I don't know if that Miyagi Rensa venue is a Zepp venue or not, but I'm pretty sure the Okinawa one isn't. But yeah, everything else is a Zepp venue.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'd just be interested to see what this second album's going to be like. That's kind of what I'm really looking forward to seeing, what this second album's like. I'm assuming that Tonight and Taking You Out will be on the album. I mean,
won't Ray be on there as well?
Yeah, you would expect Ray to be on there, right? Wait, Ray wasn't on. No, Ray wasn't on the last one, no. Or was it? I'm confused myself now. It wasn't. It wasn't on Zenith. No, it wasn't. I don't think Ray was.
I don't think Ray was on there.
Yeah, so they're both probably going to be on there.
Yeah.
Notice there's a few people coming into the chat just now. Hello, how's it going?
I know. Some new faces.
Oh, and I don't know if it was ever brought up, but they had that, what was that big fat, what was that, 5 DVD?
Oh, the box set, the live Blu-ray box set.
The box set that came with one Blu-ray, and then you had to buy the other 4 separately.
Yeah. Whatever that was.
So what is that? Crazy. It's kind of like a collector's holder for the rest of the Blu-rays? Is that what it's like?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like back in the day when you'd like buy those like, see, you know, like how back like over here anyway, they do the thing. Oh, like you get a like, I don't know, Chronicles of Narnia book or something, and it's like it costs like £1, and then like all the subsequent ones cost like £10 or something, like one of those kind of things.
Just for reference, someone said, Chris said that Ray was on Ex Libris. Ex Libris is actually not a canon release for Passcode. It's kind of like a best of with some of the re-records from Locus. So
it's like a compilation.
As far as like Passcode are concerned in Japan, like Ex Libris doesn't exist. It's not canon for them. So Ray will probably be on the album because it was an actual single release, so it should be on there. I feel like Ex Libris was actually pretty good. I feel like a lot of people were spoiled, especially if they didn't buy Locust. If they didn't buy Locust, then Ex Libris was a really good deal because you pretty much got all of Locust plus the new single plus, wasn't it like, and an extra, and you got Ninja Bomber. You got Ninja Bomber. Which was also a re-record that I felt should have been on Locust in the first place. But at least
have to hold something back. Though,
you do.
You gotta give people a reason to like go out and buy the other best of.
They've got so many good old school songs that they could redo. But yeah, especially a lot of the ones where on the original album Yuna wasn't actually doing the screaming. Spoiler alert for anyone who listened to All Is Vanity and actually thought that was Yuna. That wasn't. That was like
it was a robot.
It was a member of staff. It was one of the members of staff, and they pitched it up so that it sounded like a girl.
They did a Daichi.
They did a Daichi.
Demos for Chicken Below the Idol.
Because pretty much. Because that album released super early while she was basically still learning to scream. So some old school Passcode history and trivia for you there. Interesting to some, probably not to others, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Passcode album. Look forward to that coming sooner rather than later.
We do have a song preview that we're going to be talking about later from Passcode, so if you are interested in that.
We have a lot of song previews.
We do have a lot of song previews, but yeah, we'll be talking about that a bit later, so stick around for more Passcode later on. What's our next thing that we were talking about?
Gang Parade. We got full details for their album that is coming out next week.
We did indeed, yeah.
The album's called Last Gang Parade, which apparently doesn't actually mean it's going to be the last album. Like the kanji or whatever that they took that from actually means it's like something that's long lasting.
Yeah, it's to last to, you know.
So I guess that's the same thing that happened when Billy Idol put out that last album or something, maybe. I don't know.
Did they have a song called Last on the album though? The Billy Idol album. So. Well, at least this album does have a title track that says Last, I guess. So
I also hope that, just to go back for a second, that the new Passcode album comes out on vinyl like Zenith did.
That would be dope.
But anyway, so Gang Parade. Last Gang Parade releases the 8th of January, which is next week, or in like 2 days if you're listening to the VOD that's hopefully going up on Monday.
It will.
Pretty standard pricing, 3K plus tax. Thank you very much. No special editions, none of that nonsense.
Is there actually no special editions?
We
at
did
all?
just put out a 12K concert Blu-ray.
Oh, they did indeed, yeah.
So,
I mean, that didn't
yeah.
stop Beach. They've released like multiple
Yeah,
special
so that's
editions back
Beach,
to back.
dude.
Yeah, I feel like the Gang Parade marks would still buy it.
Yeah, that's the Avex machine, though. The T-Palette machine isn't quite as aggressive.
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
true.
have that tuned
That's
up
true.
quite as well.
Yeah, so 10 tracks. We have Last. Pretty straightforward. Well, a lot of these titles are pretty straightforward. Gang 2, which was a single. I don't imagine they've like re-recorded it or anything. Message, Heretic, Breaking the Road, which was another single. Jealousy Marionette, Yoru Kurai Yume, so something about dreams. Then Tadashi Kotai ga Mitsu Karanakute.
Yep, Spawn.
Yes. Can't Stop, which was also a single, I believe. And track 10 is Bond,
Not to be confused
No.
with James Bond.
not to be confused with 007.
Yeah.
Some notable things regarding lyrics and such. The lyrics for Message were at least in part written by Miki. Saki had some input on Heretic. Terashima Yuka wrote some of most of Jealousy Marionette. I'm always skeptical when they're like, oh yes, such and such member wrote the lyrics for this song. It's like, how much did they write though? Right?
I mean, I never question it when it's Gumi from Bish.
Anyway, so Yoru Kurai Yume had Yume no Yua and Haruna writing the lyrics.
I can't believe it for that one.
I could definitely believe it for that one for reasons we'll get into in song previews.
Yeah.
And then Tadashi blah 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 that I'm not going to try again because once was lucky enough was Dokuson, and Yua apparently wrote the lyrics for Bond. So there's quite a lot of participation from the members on this album, which might explain quite a lot of things that we'll come to in a little while.
Yeah, and I just noticed Yua did 2 of them.
Yeah, she did. You know, well, why one of them was a co-author kind of thing.
Yeah.
With the bad chin. She had to get the
With
bad
the
chin.
bad chin.
With the bad chin,
Chin. Is that like peen?
yeah, bad chin.
Right.
I can't believe that that's how they romanized her name. I was
I
like,
can.
Harry a bad chin. It's good times.
Didn't like. Well, there was a girl in the edition that will also. That's foreshadowing. There was a girl in like one of the editions that was called Shakira.
Yeah. Because her hips don't lie, and she.
Just Watanabe just messing about with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's like I'm pretty sure we've heard the whole album at this point because they uploaded all of the new songs over the course of about a week at the end of last year. So
It was
And last was a MV, right?
it was kind of traumatic waking up every morning and going, oh god, what have they uploaded now? Let me check out this next thing.
soundcloud.com/gangparade if you want to listen to those, because we're going to talk about some of them in a little while, so maybe if you haven't heard them yet, you can have a listen while we're talking here, and then you'll know what we're going on about.
Yeah.
And anything that isn't there is going to be on the T-Palette YouTube.
Because we got it was for last
Last Gang 2, Breaking the Road,
was it
and Can't
Tadashi?
Stop are all videos.
no, it was
I think that was that the one.
Which
it was one of the which was the other song?
No, it was the one written by the
it
old,
was Yoru
old bad
Kurai
chin.
Yume.
Yeah, Yoru Kurai
the
Yume
video,
is
yeah.
the one that's in the
And Last
video.
also got the video.
last got a video as well, yeah.
So yeah, like I said, soundcloud.com/gangparade. No hyphens, no nothing, just gangparade.
And if anything people want to say in chat about this, I mean, I feel like we could probably talk more about the songs when it comes to song previews. But I just
mean-
wondered if anything.
I have a pretty good idea based on I've got a good idea of how people feel about this based purely on the fact that I've had several people message me and say, "I cannot wait for your review of this."
Which means something's either amazing or hilarious or
It's
bad.
never usually. No one ever says that, Terry. So
That's true. It's true.
I'm not. I'm assuming that they're expecting me to have quite a lot of things to say, which maybe I do.
Let's see what chat was saying.
Chat's not saying too much about this one.
Zeng said,
Chat,
can we talk
come on.
about the people that were in the MV? And
No one noticed, so there's no point in talking about it.
Maybe.
I'll just traumatize people, probably.
Loser said, I think everything needs a vinyl release for you.
Amen to that,
For you
brother.
vinyl marks out there. And he also said Honoka from Kodomo-chan writes all of their lyrics. Oh, Mina no
Have to get
Kodomo-chan. Okay.
Kodomo-chan
Yeah.
in there somehow.
Yeah. Mina no Kodomo-chan, for anyone wondering. Not
They're not on either of my top 10 lists that are coming out in a few weeks, guys. Just a heads up so that you don't have to send me all the messages asking where they are.
Ooh, boo this man, he says, as I didn't put them on mine either. But I know I said boo and someone wrote boo like immediately. The delay's either very slight or someone was just very fast
I
to
think
keep
it's a
up.
pretty slight delay.
Is it?
Hey, they're
is it
not
really?
they're not on mine that I didn't write at all either. So there you go.
But speaking of those are coming in the next couple of weeks. So
Whoa.
look forward to them. idolishit.com.
Speaking about something that you said earlier about Watanabe messing with people.
Oh,
Speaking of
yes.
Watanabe messing with people, we can move on to our next section, which
He
is
does like to mess around, doesn't he?
he does, John. Take us away.
That's silly man. He's so silly.
Before you get into this, I'm just gonna quickly throw out shout outs to Never on Twitter, who runs the Wacky's Idol website, the Wacky's Idol website, which is like
Yes.
the main Wack
.co.uk.
fan website. Shout outs to her because I nicked her graphics that she's made from her website for the slide here, and also referenced bits from her website for the report here. So yeah, big shout outs to you, Never. Thanks for that. I kind of needed the information from somewhere, and your information is super easy to understand. So yeah, go, if you're a big Wack fan, go and check out the wackisidol.co.uk, and yeah, shout outs to Never for the graphics.
Link is in the chat currently.
Good time. What's up next?
Oh, are we ready to go
Yeah,
on this?
yeah, go for it,
What
go
do you
for
mean?
it.
What do you mean? What's up next?
No, not
You
next.
Just did
That's- Not
you
next.
just did
Not
a
next.
big transition.
No, not next. I just meant like for next for John to say. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Sorry,
Oh.
no one cared about this.
So- I'm trying to get a good angle to attack this massive block from. What order do I want to go in?
Just
Whatever order
I think-
you
just
want.
tell us who won overall.
Okay, Bis League happened,
Yeah.
as everyone knows,
Yeah.
and well, okay. So the other day, live broadcast on Nico Nico of the tour final. That was was that at Zep?
I think it was.
It was somewhere. It was pretty big.
I think
Zap
it
Tokyo?
was Zap Tokyo. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, the standard, Bis League. We're gonna have a show. We're gonna announce some stuff. Things are gonna happen. It's gonna be a good time. So, they announce all the results after actually a really good live. Both groups did full one-man sets. It was pretty.
Yeah,
good
they
right
actually
there.
did a lot of songs. They did a lot of songs. Yeah. It's a shame that
Yeah,
they
it
both
was
did
good.
exactly the same songs. That was
That's the gimmick, though, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Apparently, so is Watanabe. But we'll
So is what happened.
we'll get onto that later.
But yeah, so they did all that. Then they announced they ran down all the rankings of who came in where and what, and Godzilla won. Yeah.
That's twice in a
Then-
row now.
And then, but there was a bunch of other people that got some numbers of points or whatever. Who cares?
Zeng
Right?
said, yeah, it was Zep, and C-Line said, wow, 1 minute sets from both groups. I think you messed up, John. Did you say 1 minute or one man?
No, you said one man.
One man.
Oh, you did say
said
one
one
man.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
1 man sets.
Clean out your ears, chat.
Could you imagine a 1 minute set? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them if they just
That
did.
sounds like a Watanabe.
That
thing.
does sound like something you would do.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to just tell us who's in Beast first and Beast second? as
Yeah.
things
What I'm
currently
gonna do here is
Well, look, let's just go with.
Beast. Okay, it's very complicated.
No, let's just
Very
go with the
complex. It
surprise.
really isn't.
Let's just go with the surprise. Who moved up? Who moved down?
Who was in it?
Okay. Do you want help?
Moved
Do you want
up,
help?
right?
Ubu's up.
Yeah, because
Ubu's up.
Ubu's
Tony
up.
Izu's down. That's all you need to say, and that's literally
There
it.
you go. And not
Tori-
just down,
Tori is
down to
way
last.
down.
Yeah, way down. Wasn't she? Didn't
She's
she
down to
came?
last.
Didn't she come second
Kika
last
went
year?
up as well, didn't she?
Did she?
Yes.
'cause
Oh yeah,
also
Pan.
went
Yeah,
up.
so
Kika's
Pan's gone
first.
down. Kika's gone up. Yeah. So
Thanks, chat. Much appreciated.
Kika went up.
So yeah,
Nice.
so you got Go, Aya, Kika, and Ubu in first.
Yep.
The rest in second. But that doesn't really matter.
This is
does
all
it?
pointless. Yeah, you're right, John.
It's absolutely
It's already pointless, and it only happened like
Yeah.
3 or 4 days ago.
because they already did a live. They're performing all together as the 9 of them.
What do you mean 9, John?
Yes.
I thought it was 10,
There's,
John.
there's
Well-
10 people here.
There was 10,
Wow.
and then 1 left.
Who?
Oh, snap.
It was Nell.
Was now.
She just couldn't take it anymore. It was physically and mentally, she just wasn't up to the challenge. I'm taking it. It's what I understand.
That was where people tried to manufacture some drama for themselves because they're like, oh, look, the statement from Nell is almost a copy-paste of the statement that went out when Momo left.
Of course it was. It's like a. It's like a
It's almost like it's
professional
a PR thing or something.
statement.
Yeah, almost.
So let's have a look. Polos just said sorry for backtracking with the VIP details for the UK shows announced. The answer is not yet. As soon as the details are announced, we'll let people know. But yeah, nothing yet, unfortunately. Just waiting on Orion to let us know.
I would guess, like I said earlier, that it would probably be some kind of meet and greet and early entry at a minimum. So
I'm sure we'll find out before the tickets go on sale. Put it that way.
Anyway, so BIS first, BIS second, that's all completely irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
Because they've already performed together as a whole group. And
Oh, they have already? Damn,
yeah.
missed that.
I think it was like yesterday.
Wat
Oh
Koshin.
yeah, the Whack Goshen, yeah.
Oh, not yesterday. 2 days ago. That was on the 3rd, I think. Was it the 3rd?
Something like that.
And it doesn't matter. But something else weird that happened was after they announced the results and all this stuff, then he called out 5 names, which was Tori, Mirapana, Nako, whatever, Yuina, Nell, who's irrelevant now, and Aya, and said, you know what exactly he said? I don't know. Something about
he said they're gonna be.
he's gonna decide.
He said
what
they were
he's
gonna be
do with them.
non-participating or non-combative, or there was like a weird phrase
Yeah.
that he used, which
Yeah.
is kind of weird.
Didn't really
considering,
translate
like,
well.
Aya was like second in the voting, but then she was put in this like kind of judgment category, which is kind of weird.
Manufactured drama.
100% like. What was the thing that we read on Twitter and that you said, Gary, that was kind of
No,
like
no. Here, this is, you give me full credit for this. This is my theory, not anyone else's.
I don't know, I read some other stuff as well from other people that I agreed with, but yours was pretty interesting as well. But go for it.
So, as John is about to mention, I'm sure there is another round of whack editions, because of course there is.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that later.
Anyway, to kind of, I'll say my bit and then you can talk about that. I guess.
Do you want me to just toss that out real quick?
I'll toss out my theory because it'll kind of tie both things together. So these 4 people that Watanabe is like singled out because, you know, he's evil and he hates them and he torments them and all this kind of nonsense. My guess is that they're going to be forced, I'm doing air quotes, forced to take part in the WAC audition. And if they fail the audition, they out of here. But they're not going to fail because it's all manufactured drama and they're going to end up in a different group
Just
that
like
isn't
we're
called
probably
Beast.
expecting to see at least 1 or 2 members of Gang Parade and Beast, and probably Empire also, in the auditions as well. Because, you know, you got to get everyone from the, you know, whack fandom to watch along. And, you know, sometimes if you
Well, they've already announced people from all those groups that are
are going to be in the auditions, really.
The leaders, you know,
okay.
how they always have the leaders that
So
teach them
you
all
know,
this.
you got to dangle, you know, a Saki, and you got to dangle an Aina, and you know, you could be like, you know, they're going to be here as well. So you know, it's not just randoms and people you don't care about. You know, come and watch all your favorites and all the crap ones that you'll then end up probably oshiing down the line when they actually get into a group. But yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, he said, I'll just figure out what I'm doing with these, you know,
Yeah.
after we release the single. Then I'll, you know, pass my judgment.
Watanabe's got a spanner in the chat, and he's there with the banhammer ready to
Yep.
to get rid of some of the girls. It's kind of
So that was another thing they announced was single coming out that now I don't know if they've recorded it already or not,
what, the single.
because he said, "Oh, it's single.
There's
It's gonna
no
come out
way
and
they
it's
can
gonna
have
be done by all 10 members."
There's no way they could have known unless they've recorded the single twice, didn't tell them, and they've just mixed it all as one song. That would be amazing if they'd made them record the
it's
single.
all of them together.
No. But what I'm saying is, if they, to hide the fact that he was going to do that, he would have got both groups to record separately and then mix the
Right.
song as all 10. So then they would have never have suspected anything until he told them. That's genius.
Oh, you think they don't know the outcome of the votes?
Of course
Is that what
not.
you
What are you
I
talking
don't.
about? man?
I mean, I don't know. When he dropped those 5 names at the end, they did look quite alarmed.
I know, and all the crying's real too, isn't it?
I mean, they didn't. No one cried. Did anyone cry this one? I don't think they
Nobody
did.
cried.
So,
Oh, wait, no.
That's why it was
someone
boring.
in
Did cry.
chat- Someone in chat says, "Is Toriaiza's dropping the equivalent of Aston Villa being relegated from the Premier League?" I'd say it's more of an equivalent to Newcastle United or Blackburn Rovers being relegated, personally. But sure. Sorry, I just wanted to.
So
get that in.
let's have a look. Svartnoy said it was Ayuni from Bish, Mickey from Gang Parade, and all the mentioned Beast members. And who the fuck is Math?
I think
Who's
they
Math?
said it was Ina from.
Who's Math?
Who's
Beach.
Math?
I think it's Ina, not Ayuni.
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
know who
honest,
Math is.
Ayuni is probably more popular at this point, so it kind of makes sense.
I don't think it's her though.
She can
I'm gonna
go.
have to
She
look
can
this
go
up.
as Pedro. How about that? She can wear her like Slav squat outfit. Oh,
Mayu.
Mayu from Empire.
It's like a really weird autocorrect.
I know, right? It's like, who's your Oshi? Math. I love math. That's pretty cool. But yeah, interesting. So that was your theory, right, Gary?
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like.
We're all gonna watch
just-
it. I'm tired of it, but I'm still gonna
I'm
watch
kind
it.
of over it, man. It's like.
I put out when he put out his tweet about it, I retweeted it and I was like, bruh, like, do we, like, I'm gonna watch it, but like, do we really need more talent in WAC right now? They literally don't know what to do with the girls that they already have. Like, you've got how many in Empire? 7? You've got 7,
6 or 7,
6 or
yeah.
7. You've got 9 in Gang Parade. That's like bloated as fuck. Like, that group's already bloated
There's
as
9
fuck.
in Beast at the moment.
There's 9 in Beast at the moment. Like,
There's 6 in
have
Beast.
you ever
or whatever.
if you watched like a Gang Parade do in-store lives, like, they're having to not fall over each other and fall off the stage, or they do fall off the stage in some accounts. Like, there's too many of
Yeah,
them.
Gang Parade does not have enough room.
Like, it's fine because I feel like he's pushing slightly for them to do these bigger shows now, and 9 of them fills the stage better, I guess, and whatever. But like, do we really need like 9 members in each group? Like, I mean, people were freaking out when Kodomo Mental was starting to make 5 in each of the Kodomo Mental groups. I mean, like, KTA went up to 5, Surazuri now 5. I mean, maybe one day Zenkimi will get a blue member that's not cursed, and they'll be 5 again. Like, people were freaking out about that. Like, but no one seems to care that WAC's just like bloating all of its groups, and like, all these people that are invested in all of these girls just end up having to watch members that they really like get less and less time to shine, less lines, because it's all shared out.
This.
It's all shared out.
Who all in chat used to or still is an AKB or Hello Project fan.
I mean,
This is like I'm going down memory lane.
I've never been into any. I've never
been.
been into any of that sort of stuff, right? But like, if you look at, I don't know, like Beast has already always had kind of roughly around about the same amount of members, right? Roughly, we'll say. So that's been fine. But like, I don't know, I just watched Gang Parade get more and more members, and then Beast get more and more members, and it's like you've got all these girls with really good voices that can do really good in choruses and all these other lines that are really cool, and it's just too many voices, especially when they have like the whole kind of Beast syndrome thing now, where some of the members have very similar voices, and if they all end up next to each other, you're like, I can't tell the fucking difference. Or like, yeah, it's like the Beast First that came out a while ago, and they had all members that had similar voices, and it was just boring. I was like, Poliosa said R.I.P. Goombie fans. I mean, at least she writes the bangers, she writes the hits, and you know what I mean, she gets paid for it, and she writes her book, and she looks cute. So Goombie, R.I.P. Atsuko fans. She gets to do like one bit of opera singing in non-tie-up.
Yeah, but she's got a solo coming out, doesn't she?
Yeah, probably. I reckon
Yeah,
it's going to be an advert for Specsavers or something like that. Probably, if they can't.
She's a visual member, bro. Every group needs a visual member.
I know, right?
Except Necro.
Side letter said, "You're telling me Body and 34 Soul doesn't sound like a good idea." We're moving on to Whack 48 boys. I remember we said that a while
Pretty
ago.
much, I mean, it's more akin to Hello Project.
Yeah,
but
we called it a while ago that Whack is becoming the new trad. Whack is the new trad boys. Like,
it's like the edgy.
Oh well, you know, they announced that single, and this one follows the traditional Wax style, and it comes in those 3 flavors: the 10K Blu-ray, the almost 4K DVD, and then the regular 1,000 yen.
Paul from Sweden said,
single.
"Who is the visual member of AIP?" Me, probably, because I'm the only one that ever gets seen on camera.
Yeah, nobody wants to look at me because I'm ugly
no one
as
wants to look
all
at me
get
either.
out.
There you go. That's why I'm the one that gets bullied. But yeah, that's the way it works.
Nah, he loves it.
Yeah.
Don't let him tell you otherwise. He loves it.
Total masochist. Spartan
No,
always
listen,
says
I
Wait,
just-
what's the word? You're
An M?
a sociopath.
sociopath. I mean, it sounds cool, but it probably might not actually be cool. Rack is now a Hello Project for all the edgy rich kids instead of being Hello Project, which is marketed to rich old guys.
It's a pretty good assessment, to be
Pretty
honest.
much.
They have good music though. Don't think that any of us are like shitting on that. It's just this like, you know.
Fart Noise. I keep thinking it says Fart Noise. Fart Noise. And Zeng said, basically said, yeah, he's just going to make new groups. He's definitely forming a new one. I mean, they barely know what to do with Empire. Like, I don't know. Do we need more groups? Do we need more group? Like, how big is this going to get? How
Huge,
far?
Terry,
yeah, how
huge.
far is it going to get? Like, as long as the money's
We're
there.
going for the Tokyo Dome, brother.
I know, but I know is that instead of like having like a 48 group fill Tokyo Dome, is he's just gonna have enough groups with 9 in it that eventually he makes 48? Is that what that's what he's gonna try and do?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, but
let's get like 6 groups with like 8 people.
Yeah.
or
There was a
whatever.
question about the auditions, and I have the list of WAC group participants.
Oh,
if anybody is
Awesome.
interested,
Let's go.
Was it who before it was?
we got ANED
It was, yeah.
from Bish, excuse me.
It's Bish, actually.
Miki from Gang Parade, and then
Sorry.
Miraponico.
As soon, I just had small vegetable monster as soon as she's
Yeah,
small
did you?
vegetable monster.
Those ones that they named,
Yeah.
that he named, and
The rejects.
Uena, who she wasn't named, was she?
Can we put Uena in the audition so that she gets back in Empire, please? They didn't change her name from
Imagine
Empire.
if that's what happens.
I hope
Yeah,
that.
That'd
I
be a
hope it
long
does.
con, wouldn't it?
It'll. I'd be so happy because I'm just like, I don't have an Oshi in Empire because she left, and she's still got Empire in her name. So can we just put her back in Empire?
In fact, she's Uena Empire Beast.
And
Well,
yeah,
she ends up in
Mayu
Gang
Empire is
Parade.
going to be in that.
Uena
Uena
Empire
Empire
Beast
Beast
GP
Gang.
Beast Gang.
No,
Oh my
gang.
god. That's good.
But also, one thing that he said was that WAG members are eligible to participate in the auditions.
There you go.
I mean, they've had so much training, but I still don't think that they'd pass. So, I don't know. Sideletter said, it was the bottom four plus Aya. The only reason I could feel like he would take Aya and put her in this bracket as if he was kind of like, I was going to say grooming her for leadership, but maybe not use the word grooming because people take that the wrong way.
No, this video is demonetized.
I know, right? But taking her and preparing her. Can we say preparing? That's less problematic, right? Preparing her to lead a new group or something. That's all I could think of. When she was in Gang Parade, people felt like she kind of increased her leadership skills in brackets and, felt like she did well there. So maybe, maybe she could lead a new group. What's chat saying? You lot are interesting. Maybe they can just move Aina into a full solo and then Mayu can take over in Bish. Jesus, Zeng. He's throwing curveballs left, right, and center.
Stop taking the piss, dude.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Spartan says she even cried when they announced her name during the WAC live. Who? Oh, Aya. Was it Aya who cried? Polo has said, aren't all of WAC under like 16 anyway? Some of them look old AF, to be honest.
No, WAG.
WAG.
Yeah, WAG. Yeah, some of WAG look fucking
I think it's
old
a
AF.
pretty decent split of ages.
Yeah. Saya Ito and Anzupio, okay. Marimba will be fine. I don't know about the rest.
The 16-year-old thing only excludes them from one WAC group, though. Isn't there only one that you have to be over 18 to be in?
Well, Gang Parade, you can definitely be younger because Harun is only like...
Yeah.
Is she 15, 16 now? So
15, 16, yeah.
Yeah, she's still pretty young, bless her.
I thought that it was like a rule to be in B's that you had to be 18. Am I wrong on that?
I don't think there's an age limit for singing about penises, so don't worry, guys. You can be whatever age you want, and you can sing about the chin chin and search for it. It's fine. Please bug me. Non just said, "Hey, just joined. What did I miss?" Quite a bit, to be honest. We've got this, and we've got some song previews and some other bits and bobs that we're going after this. But I would probably recommend. I don't know. Can you scroll back? You can't scroll back on.
I don't think so.
Not on our one, but the on-demand video will be available on Monday for you to watch the bits that you missed. So stick with us for now if you want. Enjoy, join in the chat, see what other people are saying, and check out the on-demand video on Monday where you can catch up all the rest. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you.
For Beast, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I missed out on anything in this whole mess. I mean, it was a mess of everything.
No.
What do we get?
We did
the
pretty
single
well.
release, BIS League results, Nell leaving, auditions announced.
Speculation and
speculation
and some jokes. And I felt
bad jokes.
And bad jokes, of course, bad jokes. But we can move on to the bulk of today's show. I'm lying. We've done the bulk of it, guys. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's just some song previews and stuff like that, which we'll be talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like 20 song previews, right?
You guys can
breeze through some of
this.
Yeah,
we can breeze through some of this. I'm sure we could probably paste a link or two for some people if they haven't got links for some of this stuff or haven't heard it. But I mean, there's been quite a few song previews. I mean, technically this one's at MV, but I just wanted to know who in the chat has, of course, probably most of them have seen it, but who's actually seen Burst Girl's new MV for the song Nancy?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand, raise your fist. But yeah,
put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
I'm expecting Zeng to say me on a lot of stuff. But yeah, so Burst Girl put out an MV for the song, for their new song Nancy. I actually hadn't heard it yet, but obviously I've seen it. But I can't do a reaction video to it now because otherwise you guys will tell me that it's a fake reaction because I've seen the MV.
You sir are fake news. You're fake.
I'm a big fat phony. There was Moondoggy said there was an MV. There was an MV indeed. Yeah, it's based on what's his name?
Sid and Nancy.
Yeah, the bass
Nancy
guitarist for is it the Sex Pistols?
Yes.
Yeah, bass guitarist for the Sex Pistols, which was Sid Vicious, and his problematic relationship with his girlfriend Nancy.
It was a very
That was a
interesting relationship by all
Yeah.
accounts. Yeah, this is. What would they say? Was it?
they based it on the film or whatever,
Yeah, like Rin said that it was based on the film.
where there's like a plot to do with like suicide.
Yo,
and
Gary
some other
Oldman
bits.
plays Sid Vicious in that. by
Yeah,
the
there's
way.
like a plot to do with like suicide and some sort of other stuff that was all like thingied. Yeah, the lyrics were done by Rin actually. Does one of you lot want to post the link in the chat just in case someone did actually miss it? But
Yeah, I
There's
got it.
also, I believe, there's also some debate over. I'm not talking about the music video or the song, but there's also some debate over if Sid killed her, if it was a suicide pact, all that kind of stuff. So you
Yeah.
know, it's a pretty interesting story.
yeah,
Very sad story ultimately, but
but the song's good.
this song's really good.
The chorus is stupidly catchy.
You
Stupidly
did, of
catchy.
course, rather unfortunately have some people making the suggestion that Burst Girl were glorifying suicide in the music video.
I mean, I would counter that with, have you seen any of Zenkimi's videos ever? Because have you not seen the one where they pretty much cannibalize someone? Have you not seen When You Want, where they pretty much all commit suicide? Have you not seen the one where Gamochi shoots
boyfriend,
us?
dude.
The one where Gamochi shoots herself in the head in the MV, like. That's you know what I mean. There's plenty
I
of
think
groups that have done some
everybody,
really.
everybody missed every single Zen Kimi MV ever made ever. I think they all missed them.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna say, if we're gonna call out one group for like glorifying suicide and stuff like that, we're probably gonna need to go on a big like cleaning spree on a lot of groups in like the alt idol
Drain
scene,
the swamp.
because there's lots of problematic in brackets stuff.
Yeah, you may remember that Mistress video.
I mean, we're not even going to mention Surizuri's intro being that they come out with suicide notes that they've written previously before the live.
Didn't Necro film a music video in the Suicide Forest that one time?
Oh yeah,
They did.
yeah, and they made it look so beautiful.
It
just made me wanna go there and do
though,
stuff.
So you know, they weren't quite as bad as Logan Paul.
Oh, that's true. That's
But
true.
yeah, like I really like this song. Just to kind of get back to that, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like I kind of like, I get the feeling this is maybe a bit too melodic for some people.
It's not painfully violent.
Some people were a bit disappointed. I definitely read this.
I
if
thought it was
anyone in chat's
amusing
like,
that-
it was one person. There was several people that were like, "Oh, this isn't heavy. This isn't Guso drop."
I kind of
That's
chuckled
because
when a
it's
few people
not.
said to me that this didn't sound very punkish. When it probably
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
like
that
one
too.
of the most punk songs that I think they've ever done. But I was just like,
I think people need to get off the Burst Girl is Guso drop thing because they're not.
I feel like
Okay.
Burst Girl will always
They
live-
are not.
They will always live in the shadow of Guso Drop, sadly, because people like to cling on to the member berries and, you know, like really.
It's also like almost.
Well, everybody who clings
entirely
to the
same
member
vibe.
berries is going to be disappointed every time a Burst Girl song comes out then.
Yeah, but
so.
Burst Girl's new stuff isn't that heavy, but it is
I
very
agree
good.
with the chat. It's like it's good straight punk. It's exactly what I want from
Yeah.
them. Yes, please.
If you go see them live now, like they have some really really good songs. They got
They're
like
also playing with like a bunch of punk bands, so this shouldn't be that surprising.
yeah.
Just don't expect Guso because
They're
that's
playing
not
like
what
they're
they are.
playing with bands like Kanto
I've-
and Torin Okurami and like all these kind of other like
I feel like the initial thing that caused the issue was when they first brought out the Burst Girl anthem. You know, the Burst
yeah,
Girl
that-
song. That really, I feel like that set people's expectations as if
But-
they were going in that direction only. And I feel like that Burst Girl song was them clinging on to the remains of what
I
was
don't-
left of Guso Drop's like style, but they didn't have
I'll be-
Daichi.
I'll be more charitable than that.
Go on.
It was one of the first songs that they wrote,
Yeah.
presumably by themselves, so they
Yeah.
probably wrote what they knew.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
now that we're like a year or so removed from that,
Yeah.
they've kind of figured out what they actually want to
Hmm.
do, and they've probably like this. Like, I know people know this, but for this one song they've done here, they've probably written a couple, like they've probably written like a dozen others that they were like, I don't really feel that or whatever. So
I mean, you gotta think about it, like this is all Boss's baby now. Like this is all like a lot of influence from the girls and Boss. So like, this is what they're into. This is the kind of music they like. If you went to Rin's birthday, you can see what kind of bands she's into. You know what I mean, and what kind of music she likes. With her on stage and her little blow up red guitar, singing away some punk songs. Their self-titled song sucks, to be honest, especially the forced Miyako harsh vocals. She can actually do them, but she inhales, and I'm guessing everyone told her immediately, yeah, don't do that ever again. When she tried to exhale when they were doing like the initial lives, she sounds like dog shit. Or she sound like she was like straining to go to the toilet or something. But yeah, we've heard other clips where she sounded much better, but yeah, it really did sound like she's inhaling, and that sounds really fucking dangerous. So yeah, don't do that, Miyako. Please keep your voice. Considering,
yeah.
Next song.
All right, PewDiePie.
Calm down, bro. Right, what's up next? Then, anyway,
put this on a CD, please. Also, send me my stuff from your crowd.
Oh, put that on the CD with is it Geshiki? The other one, the new song that they played at Rin's birthday. That song's really good as well.
So up next, we've got like pretty much the whole Gang Parade album that we're just going to sort of briefly like skim over.
Right,
I guess.
Let's go. What did you enjoy from the previews from the Gang Parade album?
Jealousy Marionette.
Yep, I enjoyed that one.
Message was alright.
Message was alright, and Last is okay. I like Last as well.
There's too much like.
What is Bond all about? What's happening there? Please.
The chorus is awful. I don't like it. There's like this
Parade,
really awkward chorus. I don't know what's going on.
I just like there's too many like funny accents and like stuff. It's like I get why you would want to do it.
Yeah.
But I think it works if you do it occasionally.
Yeah, once or twice.
Maybe not for a whole song, or as it happens, 3 or 4 songs.
Mm.
I don't know. It's like I think the accent that they're slightly different accents, I guess. It's kind of ruined a couple of those songs that would have been pretty good. Otherwise, yeah, they're kind of stuck on this singing in Japanese with a Chinese accent thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's like I just think the accents ruined a couple of songs on the album that would have been pretty good otherwise. But hey,
like I don't understand why you'd sing in Japanese and make it sound like I'm supposed to be listening to like a C-pop song or a K-pop song.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't understand. Like I don't get it. I don't.
Just like I've also noticed in some like You'll Melt More specifically, and a couple of other groups have kind of like are really kind of on this sort of like kind of Hindi kind of sort of music kick. They're like pulling all these influences from like India and all these kind of places.
Yeah, they're kind of like trying to add kind of like exotic world music.
So this is different kind of thing, and I get it. It's cool, like experiment, but a lot of it doesn't really land very well.
See, Polo S said you mean half of Mig Michelle's songs. That's true, but they never actually did weird accents. They did. And
You'll Melt More don't really either.
Yeah, so. They don't either. So like you can use the musical influences, but don't. I'm not saying it's problematic or cultural appropriation or anything like that. Fuck all that shit. I want to hear you sing in Japanese with your normal voice.
We're not trying to shit on people from like China or like.
No, nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all.
It's just weird because it's like I've listened to a Japanese pop group that are trying to sound Chinese.
Well, I can't remember. I don't know if it was Zeng in the chat or someone. Someone said one of the songs sounded like a Chinese rock opera or something like that. That they said that they like hear on like a TV program, and I was just like, and that's on a Gang Parade album. I just don't. Or one of the other songs sounds like you'd be in like a Thai massage parlor about to get like a happy ending. Like,
jeez, definitely demonetized.
Oh yeah, it's too late for that.
So, like, did you like anything that you heard, John? Or
yeah, I like all the stuff off the singles, of course, because those are all really good.
Fair enough.
Playing it safe. I like it.
I liked Jealousy Marionette. It is the best new one.
It's the best one on there by quite a given margin, to be fair.
Yeah.
That was the song that came on, and I immediately was like, this is going to be sick live. This is going to be super fun, and this carries energy. And the chorus is super catchy. And I was just like, okay.
Well, it's the only one on there
sounds like a Gang Parade
I would consider a Gang Parade song. This is experimental, but Sgt. Pepper's, it is not.
Yeah.
It's also not Gang Parade takes themselves higher.
No.
But I wish that song had been on that album. I wish that song had been on that album.
That album was experimental in like a much more modern sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which I think, I don't know.
This album feels like a variety show. It's kind of weird.
I guess look forward to my review at the end of the month after I get all the other stuff I'm working on out of the way.
Right.
Up next, Malcolm Mars McLaren put out a bunch of previous songs from their album that's come out. Or is it coming out?
It's out. It came out right? Yeah. Christmas Eve, I think.
Yeah.
I actually have it. I haven't been at work for the past week, so I haven't been listening to much music. So.
Oh, sorry. Real quick.
Side letter said Gang Parade takes themselves somewhere. They need to take themselves out the back and have a Stern talking to. So that's what they need.
What was that, John?
Oh, I was putting the link to Gang Parade SoundCloud in the
yeah.
But yeah, so this is from Malcolm Mars McLaren. Like, these songs are all from Malcolm Mars McLaren's My Life, My Way album that just came out like a couple of weeks back. They're tagged as easycore on SoundCloud.
Some of it is, some of it isn't. I feel
some of it is.
I feel like it's got influences of easycore. It's a bit like when they used to tag everything. What did they used to tag stuff? Melodic hardcore, like the album, and then a lot of it wasn't. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
This is all easycore. It's easy.
Do you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. All of it's decent. Like, none of it's super ear grabbing to me. I don't know.
I liked Unity.
I feel like
after I got over the disappointment of it not being an Operation Ivy cover.
When I went back and listened to them more, there was a point that Gary said to me about the songs before that I kind of initially didn't take into like account. But when I went back and listened to them more, the vocals, there's no like, they're not catchy.
Yeah.
There's nothing like, there's no big like vocal hook or melody line or anything like that. It's all very like their melody.
It's like
they're like, yeah, their vocal patterns are very like, just not even generic, just kind of boring, like in the way that they change pitch and stuff. I was just like the melody in the chorus, they play it very, very safe. And I don't know, Gary, you listen to a lot of this stuff outside of Japanese music, right? You listen to a lot of this sort of stuff in Western music.
Here's the thing, okay? The people writing for Malcolm Mars McLaren,
yeah,
they can write an easycore instrumental. Whoever's writing the vocals or the lyrics or whatever cannot write. I don't know if this is like a language thing. Maybe Japanese doesn't work quite as well, but then you do have all these like male actual bands that do it. But whoever's writing the lyrics for these songs cannot write an easycore song.
Or
That's
even like a catchy pop punk song. They're struggling to even get that out.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's glimpses of it in the songs that are on the SoundCloud.
Yeah.
There's a few good parts, but then it kind of just disappears off, and it kind of just like it loses focus, and then it just kind of goes.
And it all goes back to the same formula of like a few notes changing here and there, and yeah, there's not much edge or catchiness. Yeah, there isn't. And you know, I did pick up on it at first. I was like, I don't know what Gary means. This sounds alright. And then I kind of
chat laughing at my Operation Ivy reference.
I'm guessing because they understood it.
About.
At least they understood the joke. I didn't even get it because
I'm ancient. I know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, that's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, it's like Malcolm Mars McLaren on paper, and like the first album, Melodic Hardcore, was fucking sick, for the record.
Out of print, but very sick.
On paper, they're a group that I should fucking love. Right? Because it's like everything. It's everything that I like in Western music is what they say that they are, right? It's like, you know, punk, easycore, all this kind of stuff. I love that stuff.
So if you throw in the weeaboo factor, technically
be
he
great,
should like
right?
this, yeah, right? Yeah.
But it's not that I hate it. That's a very strong word. It's not even that I dislike it that much. It's just very kind of okay.
It's
cool.
it excels in mediocrity.
Like if it comes, and this is I don't have a review for this because it came in way too late. So this is my kind of like abridged review, if you like. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's fine. It should be better than fine based on what it is on paper, but it's fine, I guess. It's like, oh, that's really lame. I'm sorry.
That now you sound like me.
Better.
It's fine.
I mean, that's
it's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, it is. It's like a solid 3 out of 5 for me.
It's a non-offensive, fine song.
So up next,
It's fine.
we have Weegin's new sister group, Raymay.
What is going on here? What's happening?
That's what I want to know, John. Explain it to us, Terry, since you
what's up with
seem
this
so
mess?
aghast that John and I don't get this.
I just don't get the whole kind of like, oh, it changes so much. I was like, we listen to Shingeki, we listen to all these songs with all these parts that are so disjointed and thrown together, and we love it. And then Raymay does it, and now and that doesn't work.
For the
I
record,
don't get it.
Love would be a very strong word for what I think of Shingeki.
Oh, for Shingeki, fair enough.
Shingeki's not really my bag.
Like I didn't. I felt like the changes in this song weren't even that crazy. Yeah, it's like a mixed bowl of rice. You know, you get a bit of this, a bit of that. It's filling.
Just laughing at the image of Malcolm McLaren singing "Stop This War." That's probably more of a Christine thing, I guess,
No place for fascism
or anything.
or anything apparently. That's fine.
I don't know. It's like, so for me, right, as a kind of busy person who doesn't have a ton of time to listen to all this shit when it comes out, if I clicked on that music video and I watched the first 60 seconds, I would have been like, oh, sick. They're like another kind of like idol rap type thing.
They're like a hard-ass Rhymeberry.
I don't really care about this, clicked off, and then I would have missed the part where it turns into like a punk song, and then it does like a kind of trad thing, and then it gets a bit heavier, and it goes all over the place. And
I don't know. I don't see it being that crazy. Maybe I've just like got so used to stuff being kind of disjointed, listening to like early Surizuri stuff when shit was kind of disjointed. Maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. Like, I thought the production was pretty good. The girls' rapping bits are pretty good. Singing voices sounded fine. Videos kind of like had that modern Neo Tokyo shit that I know Weegin and that lot like going for. I thought it was fine. Like I'm interested to see what they do more, because that song interests me more than Weegin, and I felt kind of crazy to say that.
I'm not.
I think you hit it right on the head.
Either, to be honest.
You hit it right on the head. It's fine.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Like, I'm interested to see what they do next.
It is not something that I would actively seek out, but if they put something else out in a couple of months, I will probably listen to it, I guess, just to see if they figured out where they're going.
Right, let's move on to something that we're a bit more biased about, so people can bag on us for it. It's
What do you mean, Terry? You've never heard these before,
Oh,
right?
yeah, never. It's Melon Batake Go-Go with the two previews that they put up. But one was on YouTube and one was on SoundCloud, but they are actually both on
SoundCloud.
They are actually both on SoundCloud, and that is the preview. Well, I say preview, it's a full song. It's Melon Batake Go-Go with I Was a Teenage Alien and Idol from Another Planet. So you're getting your sci-fi Doctor Who out of this world schlock.
I Was a Teenage Alien's obviously a riff on
Teenage Werewolf?
I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense with the song, because the song, well, you said that you felt it kind of could be a Garuda song, right? I kind of felt like that as well, right?
It's got if they turned up the distortion and like the reverb and stuff a bit, it'd feel a lot more industrial, I guess.
Yeah.
I really like that song. It's not like rockabilly, which will I don't know. Some people say they really like Mel and Batake because of the rockabilly, and other people say they can't get into them because of the rockabilly. So this isn't like a rockabilly song.
I think people missed how varied Mel and Batake's album is, though. I think maybe they've only heard the like rockabilly songs.
People have only heard Sick Idol's Sick, Terry, because the other album isn't out yet.
That's true, yeah.
Like, we're talking about it because we were in Japan and we bought it.
That's true.
Because we're elitists like that. But for most people, they haven't heard. Like, John, you haven't heard it.
He hasn't heard.
You're a bad example. You don't care. But a lot of people haven't heard. A lot of people haven't even heard it. So.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true, though. I have not heard it. I've only heard these two songs off of the. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I know what I mean. You need to hear Train. You need to hear Baby. You need to hear that other one that's got Idol in the title, but Japanese, and it's pretty heavy. That
Sick
one.
Idols. Everyone should have heard.
Sick Idols is like
literally sick.
I literally gave that song like my my song of the year from me.
That one is rockabilly.
It's like my favorite song of the year. It's stupidly fun.
But yeah, Idol from Another Planet. That's the one that kind of doesn't sound like a Mel and Batake.
That's the one that confuses me because I always think it's Idols from Outer Space, and then I think it's going to be that song, and then it's not.
It's a bit too kind of similar.
Close in title.
I thought they just renamed it because of some kind of
played
copyright.
They played it at the listening thing before the one man, and do you remember he read it out and you laughed and you thought that he had just changed the name for the album, and then when he played it we were like, oh, this is a whole different song.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
I've heard a few people. I say a lot. It's just that I get stuck in like phrases, but I heard a few people that were like, oh, this doesn't sound like a Mel and Batake song, what the fuck's this? It's like, well, there was a song that was just like this on Sick Idol's Sick, so I mean
they have other styles of music that they do, like there's plenty of stuff that's not rockabilly but it's kind of got a lot more.
There's some
weird
kind of idol-y stuff.
There's some weird like sci-fi stuff going on in certain ones, and some experimental bits and bobs as well. Some like weird stuff. You're just like, how did this end up becoming a Mel and Batake song? And then you look at them and you realize that they're supposedly rockabilly idols from outer space, and you just go, yeah, fair enough. Like there's kind of like there's no real barrier to what they can perform musically because their image just allows them to do whatever. You know what I mean? Do we want to be werewolves now, or sci-fi? Do we want to do rockabilly? Do we want to do anything? They can pretty much do what they want, which is why it's kind of cool. As long as it's fun and catchy and they perform it, then they'll do it. Or they'll pretend one of them's dead and resurrect them during a live or whatever.
That's a pretty strong recommendation from chat there. From what they've got out now, I'd buy a Mel and Batake album and heard.
Mad thing.
That's strong.
Polos said, I've heard the album. I feel a few of the songs go on a bit too long. I mean, that's a fair criticism. There are a few songs that are like 4 to 5 minutes. There are some
like most Idol songs.
Really? They're all like 4 or 5 minutes?
There's a few Idol songs. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess
some of the
rockabilly kind of stuff, 4 or 5 minutes.
It's a bit long. Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. Especially like I think one's like 5 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that. Do you know what?
I don't think any rockabilly song should top 3 minutes, really.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest.
Perfect song length is like 3:30, isn't it? 3:20, 3:30. Most people say. As long as
3:30, I think, is usually the kind of sweet spot.
Golden amount, yeah.
But then if you have a bunch of 3-minute songs, you've got to do like 6 of them in a 15-minute set, or like 7 in a 20-minute set.
Good thing with Mel and Batake is they always have those little extended intros with the talking and the sound effects and stuff, so they can.
Yeah, that's true.
They can squeeze it out. I feel like sometimes that makes their songs longer because they keep it in on the album as well, with the like intro and outro and all that sort of stuff as well. There's, like bits of sound effects which can kind of drag out the songs a little bit sometimes. But yeah, Mel and Batake talked about. Oh, we can talk about
the album releases on the 23rd of January, by the way.
It does indeed. So. I actually don't know if there's a song that I haven't heard. I think there might be 1 or 2 songs I haven't heard. I can't remember. I'll have to go and check. because there was like another re-record or a new version of another song. Oh, She Said Too. There's She Said Too. I haven't heard that yet. She Said Too.
I don't think I've heard that.
Yeah, and I think there's something else as well that I haven't heard. So I'll be interested to see what that is. I feel like Surfing Bird Barrage is like, it's like Melon Batake's version of the Hoshigara.
What is this,
Barrage.
Family Guy? Stop.
I mean, oh mate, their version of
It's
Surfing
so
Bird
hype,
Live
dude.
is so hype. It's
You
stupid.
ever seen a pit open up for Surfing Bird?
Yeah,
bro?
no, I'm not even like an
No,
actual.
but I did hear something. I heard Passcode did a thing.
All right, nice segue. I'll give you that. Yeah, John, it's not it's not me. It's you.
You guys will go on about Melon Batake for hours
Right,
if I don't stop you.
It's true. So here's Passcode they put out. What is this for? What was this used for?
It is a bonus song from their Blu-ray thing.
Oh, it's the bonus song on the Blu-ray. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, isn't there like a
also-
whole bonus CD?
Yeah,
it's just this song, isn't it?
I think it's just this song.
Is it just this song?
Yeah,
Taking the piss
Like-
again. Passcode, please.
Didn't Bish do that one time?
Probably.
they put two songs. It was Hero Watanabe and Moon Children or something. Like that.
Wannabe.
Yes.
Wannabe.
Wannabe? Ah, that's on.
Hero
Hero
Wannabe,
Watanabe. He's not the hero you want. He's the hero
A
you need.
dangerous statement, Terry.
He's the hero you're getting.
Yeah,
is what it
whether
is.
you like it or not, right?
But this song, I was waiting for the screaming that never happened.
No, there's no hollering on this one, John.
There is no hollering.
It reminds me of kind of a bit like the Ray single. It kind of reminds me a bit of like Neve Slide Down. A
It
lot more.
definitely reminds me of New Slide.
Yeah, kind of like a lot more focused on the kind of guitar aspect, but not the heavy guitar, more kind of like the melodic side of the guitar. Some people might not like it because
Well, if you wanted some passcode with toned down vocoder,
Yeah.
this is it.
Gary, didn't you say it was like a pop punk song with like auto tune or something like that? It was like a weird
A
way.
little bit.
There's a way that you described it, and I was kind of like, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But yeah, I mean, which is kind of like do you remember Neve Slide Down had that song called, was it Wendy? Was it Wendy? They had a song on their little mini album thing. That's not my name. They had a song. I think it's called Wendy. Or it really reminds me of this song. I'd have to go back and listen now. But yeah, they had a song that was kind of really like a pop punk song, but it really still had like the auto tune, like really heavy effect on it. And it kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, it's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's fine. I think it's more than fine. I feel like this coupled with Tonight, Taking You Out, my faith has kind of been renewed in Passcode a little bit more than when Zenith was coming. When Zenith was coming, I was kind of like, oh god, like things were getting a bit repetitive, and I was getting a bit bored of Passcode. Zenith came out, and I was more impressed than I expected to be, and now I kind of like some of Zenith, or quite a bit of Zenith, but. And then Locust came out, Ex Libris, and like Passcode they're like Capcom. They're on that they're trying to, what's the word? They're on that return vibe. They're like we're coming back to strength, and we're getting good. So hopefully
This one will probably make it to the new release. Even though it just came out on a bonus CD, it'll probably be on the new album.
maybe. I mean, this could have been something that they left on the cutting room floor from the last single that was a double A side. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like they could have all brand new stuff in the works, but as long as Tonight and Taking You Out are on the album, that's a solid foundation to then go and make a bunch of other stuff. So I'm more excited for this new Passcode album than I was for Zenith. Put it that way. So color me intrigued to see where they go with this, especially if they decide to experiment a bit or try something a bit weird, I guess, on the album, because Passcode have the room to do it. It just depends on whether or not they can be bothered. Onto something that's completely new, and we don't have the link for, or do we?
Yeah,
I didn't
no.
grab the
No, I
link,
don't have.
sorry.
Oh, you didn't grab it. Okay, but it's the new Kodomo Mental group, the Seireki 13 Ya, or however you pronounce it. I just call them the Seireki girls for the most point. This is actually the song of the single, right? This is the main track of the single, Sekai Sengoto.
I don't know.
I believe it's the song of the of the single, and they actually put out a preview for this. How did someone describe the Seireki Girl? Someone said it was kind of like Kodomo's equivalent of what Cyber do, like an edgy Cyber. But I didn't really feel like they were that edgy. But early Zenkimi, yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah,
I was getting a total early Zenkimi vibe off this song.
It's early Zenkimi, but with the early Zenkimi meets Cyber. We'll say that. So like cybery instrumentals, well, like tempo wise, I guess, but with like Zenkimi vocal patterns and that kind of synth they use.
Just to go back on this, this is a digital only single. This is not going to be on the single that comes out on the 23rd.
So this is the song that's just on just by itself.
Yes.
Okay. So when does this actually come out? This one.
This
Soon,
is
right?
out.
Oh, it's out. But you just
came out
can't.
on the 25th.
Can you
You get it like a Totoi or something?
It's just not available on Apple Music, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure you could buy it on the actual iTunes store.
Right, but not for streaming. Okay. Fair enough. Interesting. And then they actually have a proper single coming with 2 tracks that I think we covered on the last podcast. Link at the top right hand corner. I'm not going to put it there, I'm lying. But you can go and watch the last podcast and just skip through till you see them. Yeah. But yeah, what did you... I feel like the description kind of sums it up. If you like early Zenkimi and you like kind of Cyber or KTA, you might what's like the lighter K. You remember KTA's like a debut song? Is it Inverted Cross? I know that's not the actual like name of the song, but it's the English or whatever version in Inverted Cross.
The
one that everyone thought was kind of like chiptune-y.
Not the hide and seek song.
No, not none of their like guitar bangers or anything like that. That, and then they also have another song which they put out on the album that's kind of more light art as well. Like it's kind of like KTA's light side of their EDM stuff with a bit of cyber and then really old school Zenkimi style like synth and vocal patterns. I'd say that's pretty much what the Seireki stuff sounds like, and I'm on board for that. Like I think I already said that I'm on board with that. So I'm happy to see what they're gonna do with them. I really like the song. I wish I had the link and I could give it to people. I'm sure we gave out the link on the last podcast. So if someone can find the chat log for that, you might be able to find the link because we had it then, but we've lost it now. Apologies. Up last. Is this our last thing? It's our last preview, right? Last preview song. Zombie Powder. I haven't actually covered them yet, but
I don't think we've ever talked about them.
I've seen them live. Live.
Did I see them?
Yeah, that was at the Christine show.
Oh yeah.
They were the headliners, yeah. And we were just like, I don't really know this group. They're like, are they big or blah blah blah? And then there was a bunch of people for them, and I was like, okay, they're actually pretty good. I can't remember what I was doing at the time. Probably recovering from that Christine set where I thought I'd like broke my arm. Probably that's what I was doing at the time. But yeah, what do you think of the song, boys? What do you think of the MV?
I mean, it's supposed to be a lyric video, but the members are in the video. That's not how a lyric video normally goes, right? It's
a lyric live performance video, or it's like a weird mash of multiple things together.
There's that one lyric that's amazing. Deep sleep, grave, dead on deep red.
Perfect.
I haven't translated that either, by the way. That's
Poetic AF, English. That's the actual
English lyric.
I mean, I still don't think anyone's beaten MMM. I think I said it earlier. I don't think anyone's beaten MMM for, what was it? Dog fucking is more delicious, was it?
I can't, yes.
I'm sure one of the MMM fans could tell me, but yeah, I feel like they still hold the kind of place in my heart for like the most like what the fuck English like phrase in a song. Which is like, yeah, dog fucking is more delicious. Poliosa said there's link for the Seireki preview. It might not let you post it. One of you lot might have to approve it or something, because I don't know if you can post links in the chat.
An approved thing didn't come up. Drop it in the Discord and I'll grab it.
That's Lee. He's not in the Discord. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Apologies. Yeah, he's not in the Discord. I mean, I'm actually surprised that you're not Lee, but who knows? I just changed the period to a semicolon. I mean, if it's that time of the month, you got to do what you got to do in it, but...
Yeehaw.
But yeah, any other than that, what did you think of it, like, musically, as opposed to the lyrics? It's got a lot of, like, kind of like rap, not kind of, I don't know, like new metal-y raps, like where it kind of does, like, the guitar kind of like breaks down, like, yo, do. Like, yeah, it's definitely kind of like Western influenced. Like, you can really feel it in places. And the kind of like Englishy lyrics and that sort of stuff. I don't remember a song like that when we saw them live. I don't know if they played a song like that. Their outfits are kind of funny because the outfits are very deceiving to the type of music that they play. Do you get what I mean? Like, their music was actually quite heavy and like quite fast. And I think there was even some harsh vocals from one of them in one of the songs. But then their outfits look kind of like really kind of like they're going to be like these nice, I don't know, like proper girls, I guess. You know, like nice prim and proper. There's another group that's kind of like that as well, Ad Fiction. Ad Fiction had like really kind of those kind of outfits where you looked at them and you think, oh, they're probably like trad. And then they were actually quite heavy. And then they went to like really dark black outfits for a while that you were like, oh yeah, they're probably a new idol group. And now they've just gone back to like blue and red kind of like dresses, and you're looking at them and you go, what? And then as soon as they start playing, like, you've got them all headbanging away and Marina's like screaming, and you're like, why are you wearing like, they look like more girly versions of Bish's Giant Killer outfits, kind of, but like a girly. And then they play like really heavy music, so it's like, it makes no sense. So I feel like idol groups do that. They're like, let's keep the cutesy image, but then just go really heavy. Another group that's been doing that recently, actually, I'm going on a tangent here, apologies. Himigoto are doing that a lot. I've noticed that Himigoto they're busting out a lot more of their heavier stuff, and they've got a lot more songs with harsh vocals in, but they all still look like kawaii as fuck, apart from the blue one looks more badass, because, you know, she's got the gauges in her ear and she's got the piercings and all that stuff, but the rest of them look like it could be Mitaru. Yeah, exactly. Where's Chris? I thought Chris should be here. Isn't like Mitaru like he's Oshi? I'm sure he should be here. I don't know, I just go to Yura. Do I feel mortally threatened whenever I'm stood next to her, but other than that, she's like S tier hot, so yeah, I give her a pass for potentially being able to kill me at a moment's notice. Ah, there you go. John's got the link for the Seireki song. I managed to buy us enough time for someone to click on it if they want. If you don't, then don't. But yeah, feel free to check that out. And this Zombie Powder YouTube video that one of you lot already posted in there. So yeah. Before we head off, is there anything that you guys wanna do or say, or the usual stuff
chat wants to mention or anything like that?
That's a good point, actually. Anything chat wants to ask or talk about before we start wrapping things up for today's podcast? Chat's busy listening to this Zombie Powder and this Seireki song. Too busy now. Either that or the delays just got massive. But I don't know. It doesn't look like chat's got much to say. So you can start if you want, wrapping up and saying what you got left to go, Gary, and then if anyone says anything, we can answer some stuff, I guess.
All right, I can promote some things, I suppose. So I have a website, as most people probably know by now. It is idolishshit.com. I don't actually think idol is shit, but you know, it's a catchy little thing, you know. Come for the controversy, stay for the hopefully well-written articles, maybe. Basically, if you don't know, I tend to review at least one kind of more alternative leaning idol release every week. Sometimes it's more. It's a minimum of one though, so it's always new content on the site. What have I been doing lately? That's a good question. Well, I'm currently in the middle of writing up some top 10s for 2018 because, you know, I like to wait until the year's actually over before I put stuff out, you know? I see some people put stuff out in like November or whatever, and it's like, guys, there's still like a whole other month. Bish have a single coming out and stuff like that, you know? So I'm working on that at the moment, but over the past couple of weeks I've had reviews for Billy Idol's Not Idol, Gokite's Stand Up, Christine's Romanticist single, whole bunch of stuff. I also have several reviews coming in the next few weeks for like Mason Boot Girl, Yana Mute. Is there something else? I can't remember. In addition to those top 10s. So lots of stuff coming. Of course, Melon Batake, Gang Parade, all that stuff once it comes out as well.
Yeah.
So that's idleasshit.com. You can follow me or block me on Twitter at idleasshit.
Hey, Lamau.
Yeah, you know, just for site updates and what have you. I am also on Patreon because everyone is, so why not, I guess. Patreon.com/idleasshit. I've got some pretty basic tiers for that. You know, you can support the site for as little as $1 American per month. So that's like $12 a year, dude. You're getting like at minimum 52 articles for $12. I'd say that's a reasonable value. Or you can not support it, it's all good. Retweets and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. No content will be paywalled, I promise that. What you're getting for the Patreon is my thanks and some previews of stuff I'm working on, and maybe, depending on what you pledge, you can get a bit of input into what I'm reviewing next. Apart from that, all the reviews, all the podcasts, all the other stuff, totally free. So don't worry about that.
Cool.
But yeah, patreon.com/idleasshit if you would be interested in any of that.
Good times. For anyone watching that's new to the channel, that maybe see us somewhere online, if you want to go to like where the main sort of like discussion and everyone's kind of, you know, hanging out and talking about this sort of stuff, then maybe check out the Facebook group. I don't have the link, so if any of you have the link to the Facebook group and wish to post it, please post it. There's nearly about 1,000 of us in there now, so pretty much about the same amount as we have subs here. So it just goes to show you how niche this thing is, that the pretty much the largest Facebook group dedicated to this sort of thing is also around just about 1,000. So yeah, go check that out. Pretty much most of the stuff that we cover here has normally already been covered and discussed in the Facebook group as well. So if you want to, you know, keep up to date, there's multiple ways for you to do it, whether it be following us on Twitter, or, you know, just following your favorite groups on Twitter. That normally helps as well. Or coming to join us in on the Facebook group, and you can talk about stuff, follow the channel, that sort of stuff. I've got videos going out. I'm probably going to be knocking up some videos for Gary for your top 10 list for the end of the year. I'll probably be making some videos from that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my recent breakdowns part 3 and my top 10s that I did, as well as my Melon Batake phony reaction, we'll call it that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it anyway.
Sad.
Come on, I thought the intro to that video was hilarious, where I wore the Melon Batake mask, and
but it wasn't a genuine reaction, bro. So
well, I mean, I genuinely love Melon Batake, so I'm sorry if I thought that, you know, helping to promote them and hope that other people can enjoy them was unrealistic. I apologize for that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but the podcast has had a bit of a refresh over the last few episodes. We've kind of got like new backgrounds, new kind of types of slides and that sort of stuff. I'm also experimenting with like other stuff, so hopefully you guys like the graphics. Hopefully it gives you something nice to look at if you're actually looking at the screen and not just listening to us in the background. Please tell me otherwise, because like I'm actually taking time to make these slides and hope that they look nice and keep people interested. If you lot don't give a shit about what the slides look like, please tell me, because I take a lot of time on this sort of stuff, and if it's not needed or warranted, maybe I can save myself some time. But yeah, I do enjoy them. I feel like I like the slides. I think they look cool and professional, main thing. I hope that they look a bit better to you guys. Let's have a quick look and see what chat's saying.
How about we have a quick look and let John shill his stuff?
Probably a good idea.
I didn't know you had any stuff to shill, John.
I always have something to shill. I got a website, straightfromjapan.com. There's hyphens in there. Boom. I've actually been posting stuff, so that's fun.
Oh shit, yeah. Fair enough.
And coming up here, I've got something special coming.
Ooh.
That's mildly threatening.
I've got, I believe it's going to be a multi-part article on my favorite group.
Really?
Necronominal.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be a big one, and it should be fun. Everybody should enjoy it.
Well, you didn't even tell us about this, so we're kind of intrigued as well now, I guess. So yeah, we'll have
That's
to
an
wait and see what.
exclusive live on the show.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep,
You
exclusive.
heard it here first.
And it's exclusive information. Just so you all know.
Right. Let's see what chat's saying then. The group is so nice it got posted twice. Good point. Polio said, do the venues in the UK hosting Hanako know what they're getting into? I'm sure that Chris and Dave had the foresight to warn the venues that are hosting them what her act entails. I also believe
I'm sure
that,
that everyone there will be more than happy to help clean up.
oh yeah, if you're at the fucking show and after Hanako's show, yeah, you might have to clean yourself up as well. But yeah, cleaning is a big part of her act at the end. If you stand around and just watch other people clean, expect Hanako to maybe. Just expect Hanako to have words with you if you stand there and watch her and everyone else clean, which you definitely don't want to do. So definitely help out if you can, even if you're just holding a bin bag or you're like collecting other things for people. That means you don't get dirty and you're not like scrubbing the floor. As long as you look like you're active, basically pretend like you're at work, you're doing stuff but you're not really doing anything. Basically do that, or actually help if you're a nice person. Up to you, but it's whatever. What's everyone else saying? I'm sure they've been warned by now. Yeah. Side letter said, I got my first couple of checkies yesterday. Surely it can only get less awkward from here on out.
It definitely will
does.
Get less awkward.
Less? What, won't or will?
Yeah, less.
Yeah, it'll get less awkward.
It'll get less
100%.
awkward for sure.
Yeah. Loser said, nah, I've seen her and barely anyone cleaned. You were surrounded by cunts and people that weren't fans of her. That's a fact, because every time we've seen her, when she actually has her fans there, they clean the shit out of the place really damn quick.
Even in LA, there was a lot of cleaning going on. Everybody was jumping in there.
But it depends on whether or not the Hanabio crew are there, like the Hanako syndrome guys are there. If they're there, and you'll know because you'll be surrounded by a sea of bright red motherfuckers, and they'll all have squeegees in their back pockets, and like a mop and a bucket will appear within seconds of her finishing, then you know that the Hanako crew are there, because like the only reason she doesn't get banned from these last venues she can play is because they clean so fucking well once it's finished. So yeah. What's everyone else saying? Not sure if mentioned beforehand, but Spark Speaker has a DVD of their last one man available on their website. Nice.
Go check that out.
Go check that out. Please bug me nonsense. I'll be more than pleased to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Cleaning the venue will be exactly like my volunteer work. Skilda does volunteer work. I remember that. Yeah. So that was good. Loser said it was a punk gig though. Yeah. I'm not expecting them to clean. Probably we was there for other bands. Probably not Hanako. Anything else from anyone else?
That's pretty much it, I think.
It's been an interesting show. This is our second show now. Is this our second show or first show? No, it's our first show
of the year.
First show of 2019. So yeah, welcome to 2019. Big thanks for the 1,000 subscribers, and a big thanks to all of you who join us for the live show, and a big thanks to you as well if you're listening on the video on demand on our YouTube channel, or any of you guys who listen to the MP3. We see you or
we're
hear
also
you
on Spotify now.
Oh yeah, we're
so
legit
you can
now.
Head over there.
We legit now, boys. We on Spotify as well. Nice.
Man, we are legit all over the place.
Yeah, I know. I'm very surprised how many people listen to us on the MP3. Like, we get like hundreds of plays on the MP3. I don't know who's listening to us, but clearly someone is, and it's probably not you fuckers in the chat. As I'm sure once you lot have listened to us during the live show, you definitely don't come back to listen again because you've had enough. So a big thank you to everyone else who's not the people who join us live, I guess, for listening to us. But then again,
no, thank you to the people that join us live. Jeez.
No. I thank them. I thank them first. You know what I mean? They're actually here. God knows what the time is for half of these poor people. I don't even want to know. But yeah, big thanks to them. And yeah, I've been Terry from the All Idol podcast. I'm probably ending this show on a bad note and put a few of you off. Apologies. Good show, guys. Good times. And we'll see you on the next show, whenever that will be. So yeah, I'm Terry. They've been John and Gary. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.